Hello guys, welcome to a November video. Sorry there's a bit of lower quality and vertical video I'm doing this time. I just want to share a lot of things that happened in October. Something happened. A lot of things happened in October. Very eventful month. And first of all, my iPhone is been taken. So it's not stolen, it's been taken. So I cannot reveal yet. I don't want to reveal yet. It's not that I cannot, but I don't want to reveal yet what happened. But something big happened. So my iPhone was taken. Thankfully I was okay. And I had to use Android. So I had to use Android. So this is the Android phone. This is a Redmi phone. So originally I wanted to make a video explaining what happened to me, but I think I will make that, you know, along the road to getting back my iPhone back, you know. So but more importantly, this video is about you know, this my experience using Android in 2022. So I have been user of the iPhone for a long time. To me, the iPhone is a great phone, fantastic phone, but it is expensive. So I always take care of it, take very good care of it. I use it for my work, my banking, my finance, my videos, everything. I use that phone. So I always look at it as my investment, because I really replace my computer with that phone. So when my phone was taken recently in October, I had to find a second phone, and I got this phone, the Redmi, and as a replacement phone until I get back my phone. I was using that phone for quite a while, so I'm gonna miss it. The video quality of course cannot be challenged. The iPhone has great video quality. I think that's a well-known secret, that everybody goes for the iPhone. You can even shoot movie with that. But I'm not using the iPhone. So however, using Android, I learned a lot. I gain a lot more respect for Android, and I think I'm beginning to fall in love with with Android. So what happened is I got my SIM back. So my SIM I put in the older iPhone. So I'm not gonna touch that phone. But people can still contact me on that phone. But for my daily usage, for social media and everything, I will try to use my Android. So the Redmi is very cheap. It's below 1,000, below 1,000. But even though it's below 1,000, it has great qualities that I'm gonna share. And I really like. I'm falling in love with the Android system. But I do think you need to have two phones. Now after what happened to me, I think you need to have two phones and two numbers. I found out ways that can be cheaper and whatnot. So let's start with what do I mean. So okay, why do you need two backup phone? One phone and one backup. Because the moment my iPhone was taken, I did not lose it. It wasn't stolen, but it was taken. But the moment the phone was taken, I was like blind as a bat, because I use everything on my phone, my contacts, and on that phone, my notes, my banking. Because I used to be a reporter, all my writing is in that phone, all my contacts and whatnot. So I was dumbstruck. You know, it's not easy to get a new phone. and it's not easy, you know, because it's expensive. But I got back my SIM card, the SIM card that was taken, so I can apply for another SIM card. And I also got a second SIM card, which is cheaper. I downgraded my original SIM card to a cheaper version that doesn't have a lot of gigabytes. That's how I did it, so I can afford two SIM card. So I can use both. And the second backup phone, I went to my store, the nearest store nearby my place, and I got at first a cheaper phone, because I thought I just wanted to use as a backup until my phone is returned. But I discovered it was a Redmi also, but it was a cheaper phone, and it was like 3 gigabytes. That's I realized this is the most important part of this video, the great thing about Android, and how if you want to change to Android. So that phone had 3 gigabyte of memory, RAM, and 3 gigabyte is not enough. And even though it's cheaper, it has a interface like Apple, but because it's 3 gigabyte, the performance is bad. Performance meaning you cannot, it's not smooth, it's crashes, it's not, you know, it's just slow, very very slow. So I asked the shop nearby place to give me some advice. He said, okay, if you are used to iPhone, if you want to have a second phone like Android, and you want to use something like iPhone equivalent, get a 6 gigabyte of memory. This is the 6 gigabyte of memory. So if you get that, he said, then it will be like the iPhone. So at first, like I said, I used a 3 gigabyte RAM memory. It wasn't usable at all. Very slow, very problematic. But the moment I got 6 gigabyte, what I did was I sold back my 3 gigabyte RAM phone to the same buyer, to the same seller. He gave me a discount for the second phone, the 6 gigabyte RAM. So still below 1,000. So that's great. 1,000 ringgit. So that was like, to me, at first I thought, okay, it's still cheaper, because the iPhone now is 3,000 above, and this phone was 1,000 below and has 66 gigabyte RAM. So I started using that. When I started using it, the guy did not lie. It was the good performer. If you are like me, like an iPhone addict, I can use the Android 6 gigabyte like it's just like an iPhone. It's very small, very fast. It has his Snapdragon and whatnot. I don't care about that, but I just wanted the functionality. So he said, if you want to have the functionality like the smooth scrolling, open app is very fast and whatnot, you must have 6 gigabyte of RAM. And the battery for this phone, for the Redmi, is 5,000 amp battery, which means 5,000 is quite, this battery, this phone lasts the whole day. And that's amazing for a 1,000 ringgit phone. Below 1,000, below 900 ringgit, and it can perform like this. It's amazing. That's how I started to use it, and I learned how to, like, oh my god, it lasts the whole day. It's smooth like the iPhone, and that's all I need. I can use Google. The most important part of it, I will get into it, is the Google. The Android is part of Google. So the Google apps that I need, like Google Gmail, document for me to write, Google Docs, I don't know what they call it right now, but Google Docs, no, the document for me to write, it's very important for me. I can use it. Google Photos, Gmail, everything about the Google stuff, I can use very smoothly. So the Android phone became my Gmail phone. So it's great. I started to realize that Android in 2022 is so far advanced than the old Android. I used to try Android for a few months back in the 2013 or something, very old, long time ago, and then I regret it because it wasn't as good as the iPhone. But then there was not many expert, so I got this expert guy told me that you need 6GB of RAM. You need that. He's very honest with me. He even take back the phone, the cheaper phone, and give me discount on the 6GB phone, and I'm grateful to him. So I'm using it for close to a month in October. Not like my phone was taken on 20th October. I used the Android like a few days after that. I got this phone, the Redmi, and I've been using it ever since, and it's great. I love it. And for me, at first I wasn't really confident. For me it was just like, okay, this is something I had to use for now, but I've been loving it. Why? Okay, because the phone is so cheap. It has like a semi-metal back and whatnot. It wouldn't scratch easily. I put a screen protector. I love it because I don't put a case, because for me it's like I wanted to drag it out. The bag is like a steel bag, but the phone is very light. I feel very light using it. It's like so easy on my hand. I can put in one hand, and it's very light. It's not heavy, and I can carry it anyway. And the battery lasts for a whole day. I didn't even buy a backup battery for this phone, So I think this is value for money, and God forbid, even if the phone breaks down, like fall down, you won't get a heart attack, because it's not like a 3,000 phone, 3,000 ringgit iPhone or above. The iPhone currently, if you want to get a good one, it can cost about 5,000 and above. So this is 1,000 below, and it's fantastic. And because the battery lasts, and because it's cheap, and because I've been using the iPhone, which is I take care so much, like cradling a baby, with the Android, I can rough it up. Rough it up meaning I don't put a case, because the back is like a metal. I don't have to worry about the scratches. I put a screen protector just for that alone. And I've been using it like my main phone. It's supposed to be my backup phone, but I use it only for social media, and everything runs smooth. And that's all I need. 6GB of RAM. Remember that this Redmi have 6GB of RAM plus 2, so it's become 8GB. But the but the 2 is RAM taken from your storage, somehow like that. I don't know the details. I'm not a tech expert, but 6GB of RAM is a performer already. It works like a normal iPhone, plus the battery lasts the whole day. Okay, the bad thing about the phone. Of course, camera capability. Even though they say they can do micro shot and whatnot, the camera is very limited. There's no setup. There's not amazing setup that you can figure out with it. You can do simple video and whatnot, but anybody who uses an iPhone know the iPhone is one of the best camera on the phone. But this is doable. That's why I'm trying to do this video with my with this Android, with the Redmi. This is not even the high end. Like I said, this is below $1,000 ringgit phone, and it works fine. My main concern is just going through social media. Social media is smooth. Twitter is smooth. Facebook is smooth. Instagram smooth. like I said, it cannot challenge iOS. It cannot challenge iOS in terms of certain capabilities or the UI or whatever in the secret recipe of the iPhone. But then again, iPhone is expensive. Like I said, this is cheap. If I drop or somebody take this phone from me, I wouldn't feel so like heartbroken or traumatic, like I lost my iPhone. I became so traumatic, man. So I'm just making this video just to share a bit about the Android. I never realized the capability of the Android, and I'm happy using it. And at first I put off from playing game. I don't know, because my intention is to do my work or do normal Google Map and whatnot, search, social media. I just want to do that, you know, for this phone. After that, I put one game or two game. It's smooth. So basically what happened, I completely delete all the game from my iPhone. The backup iPhone now is becoming the backup, the old iPhone that I had. I put all the games here. I don't play games so much, but I just put the game here. It runs smoothly. The same game, it runs smoothly. So I haven't tried the camera capability. This is my first time using this phone for the video. I'm probably gonna expand using the camera here next for the photography. I haven't done that yet with this phone because I'm still getting used to it. I'm still enjoying just the basic Google Mail, Gmail, Google Map. Smooth, and Alhamdulillah, you need the 6GB. I tried the cheaper phone, the 3GB, and that was 300 ringgit phone. It suffered until the guy explained, because the guy said because I wanted this cheaper phone. He sold me off because that's the cheapest he can sell me. It's 300 ringgit, but it cannot. It's horrible to function. And if you're using iPhone before, you're particular about performance and smoothness, 3GB will harm you mentally. No, don't get the 6GB. Even though the 6GB with 5000 mAh battery that lasts the whole day, it's so good. It's below 1000 ringgit. That's why I'm making this video. I never realized, you know, why I'm falling in love with the Android, because the quality of the product is there. It's amazing, right? So I don't know the quality of this video, but I'm trying to make it low res, because I'm still, this is my first video. I'm trying to experiment. I'm not trying to push the edge. I just need to make this video to explain and inform you guys what happened to me a bit. Like, my phone was taken away. It was not stolen. I did not lost it. I was told it was be given back to me, but not immediately. I don't know. Hopefully pray for me that I get back my phone. So I'm using this like my main phone. My original number is still usable, but I use my old iPhone to make sure that people who knows them by that number can call me. So that's the current situation. This number, like I said, originally I just wanted to use social media with it. Yeah, so that's it. Again, I'm holding this phone for a long time. This is very light, very light as a feather, ringan. This Redmi is so light. You know, I don't carry it even without the casing and whatnot. The battery lasts that long. It's very smooth. How can I not fall in love with that? The reason I cannot let go of the iPhone is because I bought so many films. Because I stopped buying Blu-ray, I use the iPhone ecosystem just to buy movies and keep them on my phone. But other than that, other than that and taking photos, taking videos, the iPhone is still king. But in terms of usability, when I go back to usability, Android wins. One, is cheaper. This is below 1000. Two, rugged. is battle back for 1,000 ringgit phone. You mean usability? You can use it anywhere without being afraid that you lost it or you drop it, because it's so cheap. It's not gonna kill you or break your bank. You know, it's below 1,000. Below 1,000. It demi truth. So I swear to God. You know, I still love the iPhone. Don't get me wrong. But I'm falling in love with Android. I'm opening up my eyes on the amazing capability of the Android. So that's why I'm gushing about this phone. Of course, they're a better phone, but anything below 1,000 and perform like this, I'm glad. This is below 900. Below 900 phone, and it perform like this. I mean, like an iPhone in terms of usability. This wins. This really wins. I really pray to God. I pray to God that I get back my iPhone. Please pray for me, because the iPhone was given to me. So I'm very value it for the purpose that I take. I'm honoring the owner. I mean, honoring the gift giver. I'm honoring the person that gave me the phone. So I really want back. And I've been using the iPhone since 2008, and I stick to it. I said 1 year, for a few months I trade, but I went back to iPhone. The iPhone is the best in terms of iOS. But now I'm opening my eyes. If I had known this sooner, I would have not buy the latest, the iPhone that cost 3,000. You know, even though it was given to me, but the iPhone cost 3,000. Can you imagine that? Whereas it can this phone that is below 1,000 can perform better in ways. I don't have to buy a backup phone. I use my car phone. It's very light. I don't feel the weight. Here's the key. It's so smooth, but you have to get the 6 GB. Okay, I know the video is... Sorry about that. I accidentally pressed the button. The weird thing about the Android, the Redmi, it has the power button and the music button, the sound button is on the same side of the phone. Same side of the phone. So I accidentally clicked the power button, so it turned off the video. So that's basically it. I'm just gonna combine this video, 2 video, and make it one. Just put it in the CapCut, my favorite editor. And all the apps that you find in iPhone, most of them you can buy, you can find them on Android. So that's great. Okay, before I go, there's a lot of things I want to share. I can't imagine. That's why I'm making this. I'm like falling in love with this phone. Okay, about Apple Store, about Android Store. So Android, like the iPhone, have their own. Like iPhone have iTunes, but it's so restricted. You need to have like your card. You need to have your debit card or credit card and whatnot. You need to register with Apple. They have your information. All your data is with them. So it's that kind of thing. So I never know this. So when I start using Android also have, they call it a Play Store. Yes, that's the right word, Play Store. So what I discovered, in Play Store, you don't need to register your bank account with Google. You don't need. I was like, really? Apple has Android has this Play Store. You can buy like a prepaid kind of thing. You can go to the any 7-Eleven store, get a prepaid. I don't know how. I never bought the prepaid yet, but I suppose to be like 50 ringgit or 30 ringgit, 50. I don't know. I haven't bought any prepaid for the Apple for the Google Play Store, for the Play Store yet. But once if you have that, imagine the headache that will go. If you don't have the bank account, you don't want to register to Apple, you don't have to worry about this with Android, because the Google Play Store doesn't need you to get the expensive. You just can buy the top up prepaid kind of like prepaid kind of stuff, and that's great because the phone is registered to your Gmail. is connected to your Gmail. So I think even if you move to another phone with your Gmail, I think the purchases will carry over under your Gmail account. I hope so, but I think so. But so far, even it's not transfer, I'm not a big buyer, because the movie, I don't think Apple Store have movies. I don't think the Google Play Store have movies, but it has something that iTunes doesn't have. I just found out another great thing about the Play Store. They have comics, they have novels, they have books. You can buy books, you can buy novels, you can buy comics in the Play Store. It's amazing. You know, I don't know why Apple have like iTunes. If you living in America, you got a bookstore, and I love books, I love reading. So in America, they have books sold on iTunes. In Malaysia, they don't. In Malaysia, you are not allowed to buy books online in iTunes. I don't know why, but Android have books, and I love it. You know, I love it. So that's why I'm finding more things to fall in love with on Android. So I'm just like promoting Android in this video. Will I still be using the iPhone? Well, if I get back the iPhone, I will stop. I will not buy any more iPhone. Definitely, I'm using what I have, because it's so expensive. Even if I'm the next purchase, I will buy an Android. If I have more money, if I'm earning a lot more, I will get a proper Android like Google Pixel and whatnot. But now I've been reading reviews. I'm happy with this Redmi. I'm happy with this Redmi. See, I don't have to worry. If you buy an expensive phone, you drop it and it crash or break, you feel worried or being stolen. You feel stressed out because it's so expensive. This is just below 1,000 phone. Even you won't get heartbroken so much. Wow, I'm making a long video. I know the more interesting story for some of you could be, what happened to my phone? Who took it? Some of you might guess already. I didn't do anything bad, I didn't do anything wrong, but my phone is taken away from me. But please pray for the safe return of my phone, because I need to use that phone because my data the worst thing about the iPhone, my own mistake. I'm a writer and I like to write. I write about 1,500 notes on everything. Information about my mom, my dad, photos about all of them, I put in the phone. So stories, macam some girls, they collect thousands of photos. I collect thousands of notes. All of my stories is in my phone. And I realized that I cannot email my notes away to my Gmail, because I connected it to iCloud, and my iCloud suddenly was off already. It reached the max setting of 5 GB, so I cannot transfer to the cloud. So it's in that phone. So I learned my lesson. Now whatever notes I'm making now, I'm using Google Docs. I've been using Google Docs as a writer for my newspaper. I use Google Docs because you can jump, right? Say I can do it on my phone and jump on my PC. But if I do on a notes in iPhone, I need to paste it on Google Doc and then share it on my PC. So now I know, better use Google Doc forever. Google Docs forever, man. Google everything forever. So yeah, my verdict of this Android phone and the Android system, again, it must have 6 GB RAM. It is 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. The Android system is amazing. The reason the 1 out of 10 is not here, because you cannot buy movies. The security is bad. the security is not as good as Apple's iPhone, but then again, I mean, all I need, most of that is in there. I can do it on Android smoothly, like nothing amiss, you know. I'm not missing anything except the camera. Like I said, the camera quality is not, you cannot challenge iPhone lah. But other than that, Alhamdulillah, I just want to make this video to just kongsi that I'm grateful, I'm bersyukur. Even though my iPhone was taken away, I have my health, I have my sanity. God is great. God is great. Is generous with me. Alhamdulillah. That's the end of my video. Thank you guys for watching. I will promise you I will make the long video of what happened to my phone at the convenient time, a more appropriate time. That's it. Again, thank you guys for watching. Peace.